I'm sure we've all ran into weirdos, right? But sometimes you just run into someone who's so weird that you can't help but to think that they're just straight up not real. And when I run into someone like that, it honestly really just makes me feel special, like I just had a life-changing moment or something. Cause most of the time, it gives me some of the funniest stories that I've ever had happen to me. So today I have a few stories for you guys. I'm gonna tell you some of my NPC encounters. We've got CSGO Serve gameplay in the back, really just taking it back to old YouTube commentary videos. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. So the first story that really comes to mind took place about a year ago. Me and one of my friends, I'm just gonna call him John, we were just walking around town, having a good time, and we got like super fucking hungry, and we also just wanted a place to just chill out. So we decided we were gonna go to McDonald's. So we go to McDonald's, we're just kicking it. We get like that basket of fries that McDonald's sells. So we get our food and then we decide to sit at one of the outdoor tables. And about 5 minutes after we get our food, this like horrible looking car pulls up. Like it wasn't in bad condition, it's just like the job on that car was terrible. It was this punch buggy that was painted purple and it had like yellowish green rims. And what makes it even weirder was the stuff playing on the radio of this car was just so weird. Like it was like 2010s like dubstep mixed with like Eminem and like random sound effects all playing like randomly. It was like if you had TikTok back in like 2005 and you were scrolling through your fucking For You page. That is exactly like the type of sounds that were coming from this car. So me and John, we see this fucking shitmobile pull up and we just look at each other, we're like, dude, this is about to be an event, you know, fucking meth head town McDonald's goes crazy. And there's two people in this car, mind you, and the driver gets out and they are very, very visibly fucked up. Like they're completely hunched over, mumbling to themselves under their breath and shit. And me and John are just trying our absolute hardest not to laugh our asses off right in front of this girl. Me and John decide we're gonna go inside and we go to open the door and the door is like locked. I don't know why McDonald's like locks their doors like randomly, but they do. And an employee's coming to come unlock the door. And while me and my friend John are standing there outside of the door, this girl's like approaching us and she's like mumbling under her breath. She's like, the dough. Yeah, the dough. And me and John are we're losing it, dude. So the employee finally lets us in and me and John go inside and we take a seat. And this girl is ordering and she ordered like something. I don't remember what the food was, but she got a medium Coke. And the only reason why I remember she got a medium Coke was because when she got it, like the condensation on the cup, where she was so messed up, she thought the cup was fucking leaking. She was all like, hey, the cup is leaking. It's like little holes in the cup. It's leaking. And this is the girl who is driving the fucking car, mind you. So she's just standing there, you know, waiting on her drink and shit. And the whole time, she's just slurring her words under her breath, talking to literally nobody. And she gets her drink and she goes outside and me and John are like, dude, this is fucking crazy. We gotta follow her. So we go outside like with her and she like gets in her car and literally the weirdest thing I've ever heard in my life on a car radio was playing. It was like this inspirational video of Lose Yourself by Eminem. Like Eminem would say a bar and then this like British nerd guy would like describe what he meant by that bar. So Eminem would be like, he opens his mouth but the words don't come out. And then this British dude would be all like, what Marshall Mathers, aka Slim Shady, meant in this lyric was he was too nervous to say what was on his mind. Eminem later stated that he does not want his fans to be like this. It was so fucking weird. This bitch pulled up in the clownmobile and was like, her best friend, her bestie was in the passenger seat fucking getting hype off of dubstep and Eminem inspirational quotes. So they drive off and literally the whole time, all I can think of, dude, they're going to die. Like if that girl is driving that car, they're done. They're dead. Still to this day, I like hope and pray that they made it home fine. But yeah, that's about it for that story. It was surreal, but I have another story that happened in the same exact McDonald's. This one wasn't really much. This one just kind of made me feel gross. So also about a year ago, me and my girlfriend are at McDonald's and we're just sitting there and this old guy keeps like looking at the both of us like a lot. And me and my girlfriend both have like really bad anxiety. So when we see something like that, we kind of like bug out a little bit because we think we're about to get like kidnapped. So me and my girlfriend are sitting down for like 10 minutes just waiting. And this guy walks past us and like looks at us like basically the whole time. So yeah, we were pretty weirded out by it. So we were just gonna order our food and leave. So I get up to order the food and I'm like waiting for the person in front of me. And the guy like approaches me and he starts asking me questions about my skateboard. He's all like, "What kind of skateboard is that? What kind is it?" And I was confused because there's not like set types of skateboards. Like, yeah, there's deck brands, but I didn't think he meant that. So I'm telling him my whole setup, like what kind of trucks, wheels, bearings, all of that. And the whole time he's looking at me like really confused. And he's like, "No, the skateboard." So I'm finally like, oh, he's talking about the deck. Because I thought he was just talking about the whole board in general. So I'm like, oh, you mean like the wooden part? And he's like, uh-huh. So I tell him what kind of deck I had, and he was like, "How much you want for the whole thing?" And I told him I wouldn't want to sell it, and he said, "Are you sure? I'll give you 80 for it." And this board setup that I had a limited edition deck on this fucking thing, and like pretty decently expensive parts, so it added up to like $210, I believe. And this dude was offering me 80 bucks for that thing. So of course I said yes, right? It's the deal of a fucking lifetime. And if you would turn that down, you're a poser and a pussy. So I actually turned it down, because I am a poser and a pussy. And he just keeps saying, "Oh, well, I've really been wanting a board for a while. Come on, man, please take 80 for it. Come on, I really want a board." And I'm like, dude, I can't. Like, I can't do that. I had to work my ass off for this fucking thing. Like, I had to mow my dad's big-ass gun range like 3 times to get this board. So this whole time I'm telling him, nah, like, you're not taking this thing. So I get my food and me and my girlfriend leave and we just feel like, ugh. And the whole time this guy's like eyeballing us. Like, he keeps like looking at us through the glass while we're walking away. And at one point he comes out of the McDonald's and like is staring at us and then just goes back inside. And it was fucking weird. It made us feel like, ugh, it was nasty. And this last story, it's pretty short. It happened about like 2 years ago. This was back when I was like really into skating. I was practicing kickflips and I was trying to kickflip down this curb to just get more air to try and catch it better. And this girl's like walking by while I do an attempt and the board slips out and it like rolls kind of near her. And this bitch straight up just picks it up, starts walking. And I'm like, "Hello, that's my board. What are you doing?" And she's like, "Oh, this is yours? I didn't know that." And she just gives it back. Like, bitch, you watched me fucking do the thing. Like, what? And it's not even like she was like old and clueless or anything. No, she looked like she was like 16 or 18, somewhere around there. And she wasn't being flirtatious, because at the time I was 14. I was a little baby. So either she likes baby balls or she thought I was the fucking dumbest person on the planet. But yeah, that's about it for this video. I have a few more stories like this, but I just want to keep this video a little shorter. If you liked the video, then please hit that like and subscribe button for $80, and I'll see you in the next one.